So let's continue down the path of us, of finding out what works for us, what's the best for us, and our own personal growth. This goes along with the self-love, the self-discipline. This topic is self-discovery. There's going to be 6 items that go with this to kind of help you discover yourself. And we're going to talk about 3 of them today. And remember that all of these items that we're putting into ourselves really is going to lay a strong foundation for our own personal growth. And so that means we're going to treat ourselves with kindness. We are going to put some effort into us. And at the same time, we are going to be pushing ourselves to be a better version of us, because that's really what we need to do. Otherwise, we're stagnant in life and we're comfortable. And comfortable is good sometimes, right? We need to be comfortable and we need those moments where we can just relax. But at the same time, if we want to become the best version we can become, then we need to keep working on ourselves and keep going down this path for us. And again, I think with us doing that for us, it really does show other people that that we love ourselves, but then we can put effort into other people as well when we have a strong foundation. So with self-discovery, we're going to start understanding ourselves. And here is the first way we can do that. We can do that with journaling and reflection. And so what this means is you're going to write about what excites you, what drains you, and what you truly want in life. And this could just be writing down your thoughts in the morning or in the evening, or both if you want, and just taking some time to kind of understand maybe what's happened during the day, maybe where you want to go in life, and really digging into our journey and our path. And we can do this, like this picture shows, in a very cozy spot. Some people might want to do it at lunch or, first thing before you go to bed. Wherever you want to do it, it's important, I think, to take time to reflect and to journal. And it's not only what excites you that I like about this, it's also what drains you, because if we know what we don't like, then it's easier to kind of know, okay, what do we like? And if we're journaling the same things over and over again of what we don't like, what's going on, and we see a pattern there, then that's our clue to maybe change some stuff, that it's time to just kind of move forward and make those small changes that we need to make to live a better life. So the next thing that we can do for ourselves is we can try new things. It may be a little bit scary, but once you do it, that's really where your self-esteem and your self-confidence comes from. It's from doing the things that are new and difficult over and over again, and then succeeding at them. So experiment with some hobbies. Maybe you've had hobbies from your childhood that you liked, or maybe you're discovering you have new hobbies you want to do. Maybe try a different career path. Or even social groups to see what resonates with you. Nowadays we have social media where we can find those groups that we like if you're into book reading, or if you're into, walking clubs, hiking clubs, mountain biking clubs, road biking clubs. There's just a wealth of groups out there now that we can tap into and utilize for ourselves. And so this is always a fun one. I know that during COVID, when we had nothing to do, we weren't really allowed to do anything. Me and my husband, we decided to take on longboarding, and that was a lot of fun. We learned it with one of our nephews, and we all did it together at times, and that was a blast. And then we learned jiu-jitsu too. And so those were 2 things that were very uncomfortable, but now aren't as uncomfortable as they were. And I'm so glad that we had tried those new hobbies. And then with career paths, same thing is, I decided to go from the banking industry to this full-time with my therapy practice, coaching, and now content creating, which is extremely uncomfortable. But I can say that every time I do this over and over again, it raises my self-confidence and my self-esteem. And so this can really help those out there that are struggling to just try something new and have fun with it. Because I think that's part of life, right? It's the fun part. So the next thing we can do is you can really know your values. So define what truly matters. Is it family, integrity, adventure, creativity? And if you're lost and don't know where to start, Well, journaling really helps with that and reflecting. And usually, whatever we value is what we're doing. So if you're writing in your journal about how you're working a lot or spending time with your family or friends, whatever you're putting time and effort into during the day, that is actually what you value, even if you're saying that you value something else. Because if we're saying we value something else but we're not doing it, then do we really value it? And this is where we notice where we need to change, right? If we're saying that we value family time, but we're spending so much time working that we're lacking that family time, then we know that we value work and maybe not family as much, but maybe that just means we need to switch some things around and really understand that is working overtime or more than we want to worth lessening our time with our family. And we can do this with every aspect of our life. So remember, if you struggle with knowing your values, understand where you spend the majority of your days. Then you'll understand your values. And from there, we can change how we spend our time so that we can align with the values that we actually want to have in our life. And so what I would love is for anybody who already does this to drop a comment below and let us know. Do you journal and reflect? Have you tried new things? And do you know your values? And are you living your values? And if you're struggling too, I'd love to hear that as well. And how can people help you to, kind of get on that path you want to be on? Again, I think we learn more by other people sharing their experiences than just somebody getting on here and just telling you what to do, right? And so I'd love to hear it. So drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started.